Hi all. Just a little quick update. Let everybody know that I'm okay. There's not a whole lot going on around here. Just doing the exercise thing and just hanging out. It's been pretty warm. This time of year it's usually fairly cool in the daytime. It's just a bit nippy out here in the shed in the mornings, but not enough to have any heat yet. So long sleeve shirt and it's comfortable. But then by 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon it starts to get up around 90. So it's still pretty warm yet. And monsoon, it's kind of late. We've been getting a little bit of rain here and there, in spots. They call it scattered thunder showers. Yeah, there's definitely scattered, all right, all over the place. So, I'm not getting a whole lot right where I live. So, but that's all right. The forest is getting some rain up there. That's a good thing. It's been pretty dry all summer. So, and speaking of forest, they're starting to. I got some reports for some people that I know that have been up there, and they're starting to close some of the camping areas down in the dispersed areas. Undeveloped. From the trash, people are just leaving their trash laid all over the place. So they're closing them down, and with no foreseeable future. They're just saying that maybe at some point they'll open them back up, but kind of looks to me like they're making them a developed campsite, putting in fire rings and picnic tables and that sort of stuff, so they can charge probably. And they have to pay for some ranger to go out there and clean up after the kitties after they leave. Used to have a sign in my old shop that said, "Clean up after yourself. Your mother doesn't live here." It pretty much applies to the forest area up there. So that's enough of that. Starting to rant. Just hanging out in the shed, the pottery shed. I've been trying to do a little bit of work out here. It's, like I said, it's been pretty warm in the afternoon. I'm looking at some insulation. That's probably not going to happen until next spring, maybe. And we'll see how that goes. But, I'm just kind of waiting for it to cool down so it's, bearable out here in the afternoon. And so I can start doing some more pottery stuff. And I got the telescope out, but it's been pretty cloudy. Can't really see anything much. So that's kind of on hold for now. Wait till it starts to get cooled off, and then the clouds go away. Like I said, the monsoon's been kind of late, so yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Got a couple of reports from people that I know that have gone up into the area where I usually go camping, and there's a lot of places that are closed, that are roped off. They're not allowing anybody in there. You get what you reap what you sow. Let's put it that way. I can't believe that people could just leave it looking like that. Well, you saw that one video that I did a few months ago that was just what a mess. And so they're starting to close it down. So I used to have a sign in my old shop that said, "Clean up after yourself. Your mother doesn't live here." So as far as the exercise thing is going, I'm doing that every day. I'm riding a stationary bike every day. That seems I've injured my shoulder. Trying to do too much too soon, I guess. Get all that macho stuff going. You got to do all that. But so I got enrolled in some physical therapy, and he's a really nice guy. But he said you got to slow down. He said you can't be doing that stuff yet. You got to work yourself up to it. And he said you've been pretty sedentary. I think that's the word. I haven't done a whole lot in the last 5 or 6 years. Well, since I had that heart attack, I haven't done hardly anything. So you know, he just said, slow down, quit trying to do so much, work up to it. So I've kind of been doing that. He gave me some pulley things to work the shoulder and you know, without straining it and all that. Told me to use heat and stay away from the dumbbells and the barbells and all that for a while. So yeah, I'm not trying to be all muscle man guy, you know. I'm not trying to do that. Just trying to get toned up. But he said, you know, give yourself a chance to catch up. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. That's really just about all there is going on. Cheryl and her brother are working on their house over there. They put a big screened-in porch in the front, which is pretty nice now. Could keep the mosquitoes out and you know, the bugs and all that. The rain comes, you know, when it gets warm in the afternoon, you know, the bugs start coming out. So that helps a lot. They put a ceiling fan in there. It's pretty nice. It really is. It's fun to watch people go by because they stare. They can't. They put a fiberglass screen on it, so you can't really see in. And it's fun to watch people come by and they stare to see if they can see anybody sitting out there, you know. And somebody will say hello, and they'll jump, you know, and they're looking, you know. It's kind of fun to mess with people. That would be me. I'm always messing with somebody. So, and they're doing some work under the house. All these houses up here were built by miners. There's really there was no track houses per se put in, so you know they're all on cement posts and blocks and that crawl space, and so they've been up underneath the house replacing pipes and replacing beams and that sort of stuff. They got, you know, some issues with the sinking floors and uneven floors and that sort. So they've been working on that. Some people have asked about the Monday night chaos. Well, today's Tuesday, so I thought about it for a second yesterday, but you know, it's a lot of work getting that thing set up, and then, you know, not many people show up. So you know, I'll still do some now and then, I guess. You know, got something interesting going on that we can talk about, but you know, what can I say? Just not doing a lot. Just kind of entertain myself here at the house and home base. And you know, some people around here suggested I get the motorhome going, and nah, I don't want to do that. You know, it needs a roof, especially in the front part. It leaks pretty bad, so we got plastic over it to keep the rain out. And oh, you know, the tires are dry rot and all that. It's kind of irritating too, because I just replaced all the tires about 3 or 4 years ago, I guess. It costed a lot of money to do that, and now they're starting to dry rot. They just don't have many miles on them, so well, it's one thing after another around here. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna pull that thing out anymore. It's too old. You know, I spent a lot of money on the motor getting it fixed up and ready to go, and then I had that heart attack, and it just sat there and hadn't done anything with it. So I think that's about all there is going to be doing with the off-grid stuff. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to be hanging out here and finding other things to do. I've got enough interest, you know, to keep me busy. So hopefully some of you will find some of it interesting. Got some new clay. I'm going to try that out. I told you last year, I think it was, I was going to enroll in some pottery classes, and I was a little bit late getting it enrolled. Got a full class, and most of it's kids, you know, just out of high school or in high school, and you know, no thanks. You know, not really interested in doing that. So we're just gonna, you know, follow some YouTube videos and that, and see if I can't figure it out myself. I did get a cup made last year, I guess it was, and It's, you know, I didn't do it right. It cracked all over the place in the ceiling, or in the bottom of it, and S-cracks they call it. So, you know, I'm not doing something right, and I don't even have a kiln yet. So, yeah, practice, practice, practice. That's what I got to do. What else? I'm going to try to build me a little sanctuary out here in the shed. You know, lounge chair and the lamp with the end table, you know, and all that stuff, like a den. Yeah, just being silly with that part, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you again quick soon. Bye.